Hi guys, Josh here, and welcome to Frames Per Second. Tonight we are shooting some Kodak T Max P3200 in Kyoto. So we're going to shoot some of that at night. We're going to shoot that, we're going to have some fun, and let's get to it.
So this is like the fourth video on T Max 3200, and this time I did shoot it at 3200, not 1600. And part of that was because I did have a zoom lens that only went to f4, so it wasn't really the fastest lens to use, but there were some shots I was able to get that I wouldn't have been able to with my 50mm, and so that's kind of why I decided to play around with it. And so here we are in Kyoto, and obviously it's grainy. Like, there's not much new I can say about this film. Like, it's definitely best to overexpose just because you do lose a lot of information there, and it is a really contrasty film, and I do like the grain and the contrast of it. But there were some moody shots I was able to get, and I did like being on a wider focal length than 50, so I am trying to look for a 35 or a 28mm for my camera, so hopefully I can find one soon, just because sometimes a 50 isn't wide enough, and there's only so far you can go back in some situations. But I also did use the zoom to kind of zoom in as well. But yeah, lots of nice contrast between the highlights and the blacks in this location. This was a shrine in the Nishiki markets, and sorry about the really shaky camera work. My camera work was really shocking this trip, but I was also carrying around like 4 cameras at the same time, so hopefully that's understandable. But yeah, as you can see here, the meter was exposing for those lamps, so I did lose a lot of detail around it. But the contrast of this film really separates things and kind of, it adds a nice variation. You've got the white, you've got that grey, you've got that black. And I do like this film quite a bit, and having a fast film like this is really handy. And I like this shot a lot too. It's a lot more contrasty than other shots, but I liked how it turned out. Noted that this was January 2019, so it's been more than a year and I've learnt a lot since then. So I'm looking forward to the next time I can go to Japan, especially because we didn't get to really explore Kyoto as much as I wanted to. We really only hung out there 2 days, and the third day we kind of did do a day trip to Hiroshima, so there's a lot that I still didn't get to see. And there was this couple with an umbrella, and the camera I was using was EOS 300, but there was a problem with the shutter button, which was really stiff, so I couldn't really check focus or exposure with that button. So there were times where I did kind of miss focus, or the exposure is a bit underexposed because of that. But there's not much I can do about that now, obviously. But yeah, in Kyoto it was kind of on and off with the snow, which was really cool. Like, this whole trip was kind of my first time in the snow in Hakuba and Kyoto, so it was really cool just seeing kind of like a city with the snow coming down. Obviously this shot you can't see anything except that lamp, but here you can kind of see the snow coming down, which is really cool, and I look forward to going back again. I like this shot for some reason, just the texture of it, it's really nice. I like the grain of this film, and it's definitely grainy, but it's grain that I don't mind. Obviously the film's been around for a year and a half more now, so there's not much new I can really add to this, but I hope you enjoyed the images nonetheless, and feel free to go back and watch my other 3 videos on T Max P3200.
So hope you enjoyed the episode and are enjoying my travels. Hope you enjoyed the images on P3200 shot at 3200 this time, and feel free to comment below your favorite images, what you liked, what you didn't like about the film stock. And also feel free to like and subscribe. Turn on those post notifications if you want to know when there's a new episode. Anyway, I'm Josh, this has been Frames Per Second. Just get out there, shoot some film.